want to point out something is that sometimes when you share all these gurus' advice about social media and so on, they are amazing, but they are not workable for the normal people. And people need to understand that. Like for instance, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V, everybody knows him because he's so famous, he do a lot of social media and so on. And here's the thing, his strategy is probably something that none of us can do. So don't get delusional that you want to do like what Gary V does. Because do you know that Gary V has like 30 employees just to do this alone? Like making sure the video is there, editing it, putting the sound, picking the right clips and so on. 30 employees. Maybe it's more or less somewhere around there, right? So if you see that and then you get excited, motivated, and say, yeah, I want to do like Gary V, I want to do like Gary V, right? You will hit a roadblock and then you get frustrated because as you do it, you will burn out because you cannot produce at his pace. And then you're not getting tractions and therefore you sort of feel, hey, you know what, all this social media thing doesn't work. So it is not that it doesn't work, but you must know what skill that you're at. So for me, I would choose Facebook to get started. And it is also because Facebook has Reels right now for short form videos, and that has been something that is getting results. And the other one that I would focus on will be YouTube. So these are the two main ones. The rest are extras. Now, I know some people listening will be thinking about, what about TikTok? Now, I'll get to TikTok shortly. But in terms of business building for long term, these are the two platforms that I will use. So the first part of social media is not to simply post content. So you may see that there are people who post a lot, like quotes and so on every day and so on. They do videos and yet they're not seeing results, right? It also means that volume is not the answer. So it so falls back to your branding and your identity for the social media aspect. So how do they relate you to your brand? Now, I know we're getting a bit deeper. I'm doing this as if like I'm teaching, I'm doing a consulting right now, not just like doing a podcast. So first thing first is that how do you want the people to see you as? What is your identity? Once you know the identity that you want to be, right, then you should only release content that are related to that. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that you need to mix with your personal matters in social media. So if there is like a guideline, 80% will be content related to your identity. 20% will be you eating some food, all right, or going out for a jog, petting your dog or your cat or whatever pet that you have. So those are all the personal stuff. 80% of it will be content driven. So before you make a post, you want to think, is this post serving the audience or not? So many people post because they want to brag. They want to show, oh, my latest watch. Oh, you know, I have this and that. I'm driving some sports car and all this kind of stuff. So they feel good in posting. But those are all ego-driven posts. It is not something that adds value to the person who sees. And of course, we can argue about this because you can say that, hey, you know, you're going to inspire them and all this kind of stuff. Of course, we can argue till the cows come home and we'll never end this argument. But my point is that, right, when I make a post, I'm thinking, when someone consumes this content, when they read this piece of content, when they watch this video, would it impact them and improve their life better? So that's the only thing that I focus on. I mean, you can take a look on my page or on my Facebook profile. You can see that most of the posts are related to three topics, which is my identity. One, it's about internet marketing. Second, right now, it has to do with Web3 and NFTs because that's the brand that I'm moving. And the third thing is it's about success, more towards creating wealth. So that will be the identity. And then there will be some other stuff being posted there. And when you keep on posting this, you're not going to see any results. And that's the reason why people give up. It takes so many posts until someone sees the pattern of it. And then they start to realize, I'm seeing something. Then that is where they buy the idea, then they start following you. So that is the process. It's not about making 10 posts. It's not about posting 10 quotes, 10 posts about Tony Robbins quotes. It's not about that, right? It's about the pattern.